That's no funny intro this time. I'm sorry. Man, I've had to try to record this video so many times now that it's kind of insane. So I'm just gonna skip past the irrelevant stuff. Let's just get to the point. One of the most impactful games in the last few years of my life has officially announced that it's going to shut down in July of 2022. I'm talking about Dragalia Lost. No, I don't consider myself a Dragalia Lost YouTuber at all. Though the first 4 out of 5 videos that I ended up making after I started YouTube again after deleting all my videos, which is a story for another day, were Dragalia Lost related. Indeed. I would not... I don't usually make content on this game. However, I do think this is a video that is worth making. So let's talk about this. Now, obviously it's sad news, and we all want, including myself, for another Dragalia game to be announced. I personally would love a Mosu Dragalia game, open world, you know, Holodome being the main hub. Maybe not open world, but like the Dynasty Warrior games, like Dynasty Warrior 6 and 8, you know, stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. I would pay $60 for that easily. But that's all wishful thinking. For now, the reality is that this game is going away. And we'll most likely never see the IP back again for a long time. At most, cameos. And that's quite saddening. I don't really like that that's the thing, but that's the way it is. However, instead of me being sad about it, which one, no shade to anybody who makes a video showing that they're sad about it. Two, I'll probably show that I'm sad about it just from the tone that I'm talking in rather than the actual words that I'm saying. But I want to talk about what Dragalia has meant and done for me, rather than the actual game itself internally. A few years ago, I met these two brothers called Matt and Mike. I grew relatively closer to Matt than Mike because I talked to Matt a lot about Dokkan Battle. It wasn't until Matt told me that he was, you know, having fun in this game called Dragalia Lost. I don't fully remember how the conversation went, but long story short, I ended up trying Dragalia Lost because of him. And Mike had a server. Now, just to clarify, the Mike I'm referring to is who you guys most likely know as, if you watch Dragalia content on YouTube, AkkamalDL. I will be leaving a link to his video about the shutdown of Dragalia Lost in the description down below. And also his Twitch, because he's planning on doing a big stream in 3 months on the last day that Dragalia Lost will be available. Or maybe the last 2 days, so he might avoid like time zone shenanigans. So, you know, if you like Dragalia Lost and you're one of those people that likes to, you know, help with the last pushes, whether it is the fan art Discord server that apparently, according to Twitter, is now getting populated again to send up Dragalia with a bang, you might want to check that out as well. And also help Mike send out Dragalia with a bang. But anyway, moving on. Or rather, moving back. That's how me and Mike actually got to become friends, through Dragalia. If it wasn't for Dragalia, I don't think me and Mike would have been as close as we are right now. I still think we would have eventually gotten this close and become good friends, right? I really honestly think so. There's so many games that we click on nowadays that I think it would be fine. But with how busy Mike is as well, it's weird. It makes me think that we wouldn't have the friendship that we have today, which is weird to me as a concept because there's a handful of friends that I've met online who I could not imagine my life without. right now. I could not imagine not having them in my lives anymore. And Mike is one of those people. Mike and Matt are both people like that, but me and Matt were already like very well acquainted by that time. So I feel like Dragalia wouldn't have really made a dent in our friendship too much, it not being there. But yeah, that's a thought that I wouldn't say haunts me, but more like keeps me thinking. It's one of the main thoughts. If Dragalia never existed, I would have never met Mike and his Discord. Which is just weird. A very weird thought to me. His Discord might have never existed. Probably wouldn't have. At least not this iteration of the Discord would have not existed. I've met a ton of friends throughout the Discord. Starting off with my fellow moderators in the Discord, Nick, Rainbow, and Sly. Absolutely lovely people. I really enjoy speaking to them. They are great friends. And I met a ton of other people as well in the server that I really get along with. And I talk to them so much, so often, that it kind of got to the point where I was thinking, these people that I've met through the Discord, right, outside of Matt and Mike, I guarantee you that I would have never met them if it wasn't for Dragalia Lost. And that's terrifying to me. Like, it's weird. I simply would have never met them. I would have never known of their existence. And that's a thought that can keep me up at night. It really is. I have had people who have approached me, put their trust in me as a moderator, who have come to me about personal issues, come to me for advice in that Discord. And that just shows, well, specifically the ones who came for personal advice, because obviously the moderator stuff they could have gone to the other bots for. Apparently I left enough of an image on certain people that they were willing to share their personal issues with me. Of course, asking me first if I wouldn't mind, obviously. At least I'm sure every one of them did. See, I don't mind, so maybe some of them didn't ask me that beforehand, and I just kind of roll with it. But let's just believe that all of them asked me beforehand if I was down. But, like, the fact that there are people who I've met through this game who are willing to put that much trust in me and were willing to listen to me and my advice that I would have for them. And I would have never met them. It's quite a scary thought to me. Outside of that, even, like I said, Dragalia really got me back into recording mobile. And I'm pretty sure Dragalia is one of the core things that helped me experiment as to how I could get my mobile content on my Elgato, which was another big leap. On top of that, as of the game itself, I have had a lot of burnouts. I think a lot of people can agree, not everybody obviously, but I think a good portion of people could agree with me that Dragalia is very good at giving its players burnouts. And they always hit really heavy for me for long periods of time. However, I could never get rid of the game, obviously, because it was just that much fun. But the more I started thinking about why I am as sad as I am, why am I so sad about this game shutting down? I barely played it nowadays anyway. It's not like the friends that I made along the way are gonna go away. I still will probably talk to them, I would like to believe. So then comes the question. Why is my lamp not turned fully towards me? Then comes the real question. Why am I so emotional about it? Right? Like, no, it's not like gonna change. It's not like Dragalia is gonna be erased out of history and you're not gonna have met these people. Well, I've come to the conclusion that I think I am more so scared that the source of all these memories that I've made is going away. I feel like that is what emotionally is hitting me, right? Not a fear of something, but rather the reality that this item, this product that has brought me and so many people together is just going away. It's just insane to me. And I've had to re-record this video a few times, by the way, because I broke down. So my apologies if I'm just kind of trying to keep it together. You know what I mean? Not trying to go too softy on this. There we go. That's better. But yeah, Dragalia is going out, and I hope it goes out with a bang. It has done a lot for me, and I can never not be grateful for it. Now, do let it be known, if you're watching this and you think you're one of the people I'm talking about, which if you think you are, you probably are. Like, I know it's no other how difficult it is to admit that you mean something to other people. Trust me, I really do. I'm always the type that's really good at telling people how much they mean to me, but when they tell me I mean a lot to them, my brain is just short-circuiting. It cannot handle that. But I'm, of course, more grateful to the people I met than the game. The game is purely a thing that is emotionally linked to all these memories, and that's why I'm so sad to see it go. Purely because it's emotionally linked to these memories and experiences. But it brings me some comfort to know that these friends' experiences and memories will not go away with the game. A lot of people are having issues getting through the fact, or rather moving on from the fact that this game is going to shut down. And I do not blame them at all. I just hope we can all make it, move on from this point. Enjoy the last of Dragalia that we have. Hope that it's not actually the last of Dragalia, but just the last of this mobile game, and not the last of the IP. And hope for the best. I am really sad to see this game go. And I know I'm probably waffling and repeating a lot of stuff I've already said. But that's because I kind of just wanted to share how I feel. I didn't want to get like a main point across. Which is weird because usually when I get the main point across of a video, I can end it. But this one doesn't have one. If you have like any experiences, whether it's with me or with you by yourself, or you or your friends on Dragalia, and you want to share it somewhere, leave it in the comment section. I'll read them all. I read every single one of them. I would love to hear what your experience has been with Dragalia. Even, you don't have to tell me everything if you don't want to. Even if there's only like one event randomly in a random point, like 60% into your journey of Dragalia that you like would love to share, without wanting to give the entire context of how you got into Dragalia and blah blah blah, that's fine with me as well. Feel free to use the comment section down below as an outlet if you want. I don't think I have anything else to add anymore. The last things I want to say before we head off is, once again, check out AkMLDL's video and his Twitch in the description down below as well. If you're still trying to have fun, if you're trying to let Dragalia go out with a bang, there's a lot of ways to do that. But going over there is definitely one of them. I'll also probably leave an invite to the Discord, honestly. Because there's a ton of people in there who are talking about the experience with Dragalia, and being really wholesome. And if you are looking for that kind of environment, it's right there for you. I'm just gonna end it there, because I'm sure I can think of like 10 more things to say if I just sit here and still in like pure silence for long enough. But that's not what's supposed to happen. I'm going to end the video already. Thanks everybody for joining on in. If you liked this video. I don't know what there would be to like. It's just some dude rambling about his emotional connection to a game and the memories it has given him. And the friends he's made along the way. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe either, because I hope that I will not be making this type of content often about my emotional experience of a game that I enjoy shutting down. I hope I don't have to make this type of content soon. If I have to make multiple of these, subscribe for more, but let's just hope that that's not the case. However, if you have anything you want to share, comment it down below, or just take a look at it, and maybe you'll find somebody else's comment that you really like, and you'll give it a thumbs up, or maybe respond to them, saying like, oh nice, I actually had a na experience very similar, or something like that. Because I think what the community needs right now, especially those who are trying to emotionally get through this, is other people to talk to. Just to get their mind off of things. I want to thank everybody for joining on in. And I'll see you guys hopefully next time. Maybe. Have a good day.